What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the video. It's an early one today, obviously because Manchester United kicked off first game of the weekend. And I never like those early games. I never do, because if you lose, your weekend is ruined. And I really felt like it was going to be ruined in the first few minutes of that game. We were very lucky. We started off all right, but then everything came at us, and I'm delighted to get that win. 3-1. Absolutely delighted. Sorry, I've just noticed I've made a mistake. In the video caption, I said it was 2-1, but it was 3-1. But anyway, guys, so Manchester United finally got that win that we very much needed. I think it was crucial, not for Ollie's job. I do think his job is still safe for now. A lot of fans were hoping that we would lose today, so Ollie would get the sack. And I don't understand that mentality. I really don't understand that. I understand if people aren't happy with Ollie. Yes, that is 100% valid. But for fans to be wishing and hoping that their team loses, I can't stand by that. I don't understand it at all. You probably know by now that I'm still Ollie in, because I just feel like this cycle is always going to continue, and I can't just always hope for managers out when we're doing badly. I didn't want Mourinho out because I hate this sacking of managers. But anyway, I don't want to talk about too many negative things because we got that win, and I did enjoy the game. 3-1 against Everton, who have been a very good team. They really needed to bounce back because they've now lost 3-3, which is the first time in 14 years for Carlo Ancelotti, which is amazing. Ronald Malunda is in the comments. He said, didn't watch the game, how was it? Well, definitely needed the result that we needed. It was enjoyable enough. I must say, Bruno Fernandes, yes, he hasn't been fully on the ball recently. He hasn't been his best. But again, this is Bruno Fernandes. Even when he is not at his best, he comes up and he does what he does. He has so much passion. He's just amazing. I love him so much since coming in, and I feel like he should be our captain 100%. I know Harry Maguire did great today, brilliant, but I just love Bruno Fernandes. I think everything about him shows leadership, and he'd be the perfect captain. The things he did today, he gave away the ball so much, but he fights till the very end. And as he said the other day, that was exactly what he did today. He never gave up, and for that, I just think Bruno Fernandes is the best. During the game, I said to my partner, if I had to get anyone's name tattooed on me that wasn't you, it would be Bruno Fernandes. I'm not sure how that went down, but it's true. The Man United fan 1997 said Fred was brilliant. Absolutely, Fred was outstanding in the midfield. He's just tenacious. He puts on such a fight, and I understand why Ollie picks him. There was so many people giving out about the team selection. I don't have any arguments with Fred at all. I think he is proving to be the guy that Ollie can rely on. He battles Scott McTominay. Yes, not the best, but I see why he gets picked. I really do see it. And you have people giving out, but we got the win. We got the win, and we needed to get that. And we're going into another stupid international break, which I hate. I really dislike these international breaks, and because I feel like all the players come back and they're riddled with COVID and stuff. It just proves it. When Alex Tellez, he went out on his international break and he gets COVID and then he can't play. I just think it's so unnecessary, especially for international friendlies, which Ireland play England next week, and I'm not looking forward to that at all, obviously because I'm Irish, if you didn't know that. So yeah, not looking forward to that one, especially with the whole Declan Rice thing. Anyway, so the match. Let's go into the stats. So basically, actually no, we'll do lineups first. So Jordan Pickford was back in goals. He's just not the best, is he? Not that he played badly today, but he's just a keeper that I don't really rate. They had Seamus Coleman, Michael Keane, Holgate, and Digne, or Dean, whatever you call him. Decore in the midfield, Alan, who's a great player, Sigurdsson, and then James Rodriguez, Calvert-Lewin, and Bernard as their attacking three. We had David De Gea in goals. Happy birthday to David De Gea today, and of course he's going to be a daddy, which is amazing news. So congratulations to him and his partner Edurne. She's a Spanish singer. Luke Shaw left back, Harry Maguire, Lindelof and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Now, of course, we had all reliable Pastor Fred and Scott Martial. Martial really annoyed me today. I know people always call him lazy and slow, and I'm always sticking up for Martial. I'm always saying, no, that's, he's doing well. He's chasing the ball down. He's conserving his energy for when he does need to attack. But today I felt he was extremely slow. He annoyed me a lot. He just very lightly jogged towards players when they had the ball, and he then would just kind of stop. And from what I've seen of Cavani so far, I see Cavani running, sprinting at the defenders when they have the ball to try and put them under pressure. And I think Martial just maybe lacks that a little bit, and that's why I got annoyed with him today. So I was delighted to see him come off. I would have rather him come off a little bit earlier, but I understand we don't have as many substitutes, so we need to be a little bit cautious. People are wanting subs right away, but look at Luke Shaw. He got injured. He was having a fantastic game today, and he got injured. Not sure how worrying that would be. Hopefully he'll be all right. But Twanzebe came in, and we need to make sure that we're making the right changes, because if someone gets injured and we cannot make another change, we're fucked. So thank God we could bring on Twanzebe for that. But so obviously we went 1-0 down, which infuriated me because I thought we started well. For I think the first 6 minutes I was quite happy, and then Everton got possession then, and then they start coming at us. I was like, oh, here we go. So Bernard, his goal, it was a good goal. I'll say it was a good goal, but that should not have happened. He shouldn't have been given the time or the space to even take that shot. Went through Wan-Bissaka's legs, which is unfortunate. Wan-Bissaka, he did very well. He's always trying to put his feet on it. De Gea maybe could have covered that a little bit better, but I just think he was given too much space and time to be allowed to even think about what he was going to do. So 1-0 down, which I thought, here we go, this is it now. We're gonna fucking screw it up again. We're gonna lose, and I just didn't see us. I didn't see us scoring. I really didn't, from what we had done previously and in the previous game as well. We just lack creativity sometimes. But straight away, Bruno Fernandes gets us back in it with a lovely header and a lovely ball in. I think, was it Shaw? I'm not sure if he scored a header before, but I really thought it was a great goal, well taken. He kind of had no one really on him. The ball was drifted in and just straight in the top corner with Bruno's head. It was lovely. It was a great goal. What's going on, Amy? Welcome to the video. Woo, delighted we won. So really, really happy with that goal. 1-1. I thought, okay, come on, we have to get this. But I just saw Everton. Every time they had the ball, we were way deep and they were coming at us, and we had so many defenders there. Sorry, I was eating seeds before and I nearly just choked on it. We just seemed slow. And Juan Mata, as much as I love him, I was terrified that we would have that same issue that we had against Bashik Sahir, however you pronounce that. Don't even remind me about that game. I was just very worried. But 1-1, Bruno Fernandes again comes in with this lovely cross. I don't know, was it a shot? It was a cross, yes. And I thought Rashford got his head on it. I really did think it was Rashford's and Bruno's assist. But then when I saw later on, I was like, oh, that actually came off. I wouldn't say unlucky, because Pickford's quite bad. Pretty shit. The sun probably helped us a little bit in that sense. But it was just wonderful. I think Bruno Fernandes really does come up with these lovely bits of beauty in the game, and we've lacked that so much over the years. He's definitely got us all excited again, I think, and Ollie is probably kissing him right now, telling him how much he loves him. And just honestly, Bruno Fernandes has been the best thing to happen to Manchester United in a long time. Like the video if you agree with me. Great. Not only did we come back to get a goal, we end up going in leading the game, which is exactly what we need to keep the heads up. My worry with Manchester United is that when we are winning, we seem to drop off, and they always seem to come back at us. I think defensively we were very good. I think after again that stupid goal, 2 stupid goals against, They were ready for anything, and I think Harry Maguire was brilliant. I think Lindelof, everyone was good. Yeah, I'm just so happy to get that win and go into this international break, not being depressed and not starting the weekend off with a loss, which is the worst thing that could possibly happen. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, a lot of people at him. You know, it's always going to happen, as he said in his press conference. We beat PSG and RB Leipzig, and then we're the best thing since sliced bread. And then we lose to who did we lose to first? Who was the first one? The team in Turkey. But who else did we lose to again? Arsenal. Sorry, forgot about that crappy club. So yeah, 2 losses, 2 good wins, and the media just changes like that, and the fans do as well, which is really annoying. As I said before, I run a fan page for Solskjaer, and I get messages every day saying what he should do and then what he shouldn't do, and then when those people get that, when say for example Van de Beek starts, then we're being told, why did you start him, or why did you start Dean Henderson? It's like, what do you want? What do you want? Ridiculous. But anyway, get your comments in. I do see them coming in there, but I will get back to them. Hot Like Fire says, hey Noelle, a win's a win. Do you think Ollie should stay? Yes, great question. Delighted with the win. And I do think Ollie should stay, because if Pochettino comes in, who I do like Pochettino, but if he comes in, it's going to be the same shit over and over again. And I know Poch did good things with Spurs without spending very much money. And he did well at Southampton as well. But I think Ollie, I do see what he's trying to do. With the players that he did want, like, they weren't crazy money players. They will be now. Haaland, you know, we could have got a good deal for him, but I think the board were just too they were too proud, and they didn't want to have the buyout clause thing in the contract and stuff like that, so they said no. And obviously dealing with Mino Raiola is awful. So you have Ollie wanting these really good players, and he has a vision, and if he's not getting that, what can be done? He's doing the best he can with what he's got. I understand the frustration for people with Donny van de Beek. I do love Donny van de Beek. I think he's a great player and he does deserve to play. But in some cases, a formation that you want to play against a certain team, maybe that player just does not fit in. And whether you like it or not, whether you think Ollie is wrong for not playing Van, and Martial was terrible today. I'll say that. He was terrible. He was shit. He didn't work hard enough. And yeah, and Rashford also shit. I'm not, Rashford's not getting away scot-free. Rashford was terrible today with the passes and the ball, the shots. They were like pussyfooting the ball straight to Pickford. It was terrible. So bringing Cavani on was the right decision. Cavani, every time he has come on recently, he's looked lively. He's chased down players. He was unlucky with one. I think he scored a goal, but it was offside, or he nearly did. As well in his first game, I think it was. So Cavani coming on was the right decision, and I'm so happy he got the goal. Also so happy that Bruno Fernandes assisted, because he's in my fantasy football team. But yeah, like, whether you like Ollie or not, I went out today with an idea to win. The players didn't play spectacularly well. There was mistakes. The defence picked it up because they knew they couldn't afford any more mistakes. And again, also, the goals that have been leaking recently, they've been errors leading to goals, defensive errors that were absolutely embarrassing, that I'm sure Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at the heads off them for. So yeah, I think today Ollie did well, 100% well. Okay, so let's check out these stats. So we had Everton with 7 shots and 1 on target. Obviously the one was Bernard's goal. Again, nice goal, but could have definitely been Bernard's goal. Again, nice goal, but could have definitely been avoided. But we stuck to our guns, and we got the win after, so that's what you want. Possession, they had 55%, we had 45%, which doesn't surprise me. Yeah, Everton did kind of hold on, and they were playing very well. We had 13 shots and 5 on target. And then 3 goals. 3 of those were goals. So good, but I do still want better. I think Martial, not good enough today. But Rashford, so bad in like with his final pass or shot. He just, and then he's throwing his hands up like kind of giving out. Like, he should have done better. I think his very last shot of the game was terrible. I think he did shoot, but then he made out as if it was for someone else. Like, no, that wasn't good enough. You should do better. So yeah, let's see. No red cards. Couple of yellows. Oh, they had 4 yellow cards. We had 2. Jesus, I didn't realize that they had 4. My goodness. Corners, they had 5. We only had 2. So yeah, it just means that we get a well-needed 3 points. Well needed. How bad have we started this Premier League season? It's been absolutely diabolical, in my opinion. And we started the Champions League so well, and obviously very, very annoyed about that loss the other day. But look, I think we'll definitely bounce back from that. So yeah, look, we're going up the table. Thank God we needed those 3 points. Okay, so I'm gonna read some of your comments right now. So if I did miss any, try and get them in, because I'm trying to read on a little screen here. So Ollie should play Van de Beek. Oh, Manuzu says yes. As I said already in the video earlier. But look, maybe he should play him. But today we got the win, and that's more important to me. I don't care who plays. Once we get the win, once we score some goals. I love Van Beek. I think he's a great player, and he will get his time. He definitely will. But sometimes formations need and require other players. And it worked today. It worked. Keenan says, look at my comment above about Van de Beek. I'll try and find it. If not, send it in again. I will see it. Rasa Koaling says, sorry if I say any names wrong, by the way. What did Ollie say in his post-match interview on the question of captaincy? I actually didn't watch it. I came up straight away to get this video done. So I will check that out, and maybe I might do another video tomorrow. We'll see. Or maybe later. Amy Football 10 says Bruno is in my fantasy team too. Yeah, I think you have to put Bruno in. He may not be brilliant every week, but he'll always come up with brilliant things, especially for Manchester United. Assists, goals, and the fact that he's our penalty taker as well. You just kind of have to put him in. Okay, so Keenan, I found your comment. It says, I heard that Van de Beek is on a 12-week strength program, and because you're bulking, you can't start because it's strenuous on the body. If that's true, that's great. Maybe bulking up will help him, because the Premier League is such a tough, fast-paced game, and you know, you have to have a lot of strength. Oh, someone has sent me a super chat. Thank you so much, Glenn K. You're a star for sending me that little super. Shout out to you, and thank you for watching. Cecil Hiradian, hopefully I said your name right. I like Ollie, but he's so inconsistent. Yeah, look, I 100% agree with everyone in that sense. It's so frustrating to be on a high. When we win, you're happy, you're celebrating, you're loving the players, and then we go to Turkey to play a team that have retired footballers pretty much, and they beat us. That's embarrassing. I understand that. So you're going like high and low all the time. It seems like that's what the life for so many years since Alex Ferguson left. Even in the last year or two when Alex Ferguson was there, we got lucky at times. We got very lucky. And some of you might not even remember that. But this is football, and that's what happens. And I just feel that it hasn't gone Ollie's way a lot of the time, but we very much forget what has just happened recently. Like beating PSG again was brilliant, and we were on a high, and then we go and trash RB Leipzig. You know, we have to remember those things. We can't just say like, oh, that was brilliant, yay, happy day. Nothing ever is always 100%. I wish it was. I wish we won every game, but things happen, and you know, you have to just pick yourself up and move on. And I think, again, as I said, Bruno came out and said, I may lose, but I'll never stop trying till I win. That's the mentality we have to have. That's why I feel like he should be our captain. What a fabulous mentality, footballer, everything about him, his desire, he's just fantastic. I'm going to move this way because the sun is in my face. Okay, more comments. Let's see. Hot Like Fire says, my honest opinion is we need a world-class manager. As much as I love Ollie, fully aware of the board situation, but better coaching and tactics could definitely get us playing better. Happy with the win. 100% I agree. And again, I'm Ollie in, but I understand fully why people are edging towards Ollie out. I fully get it. A world-class manager would be great. But people then say Poch. Poch isn't a world-class manager. He's very good. I like listening to him. I think he's definitely got something, but he's not world-class. Allegri type of football will anger a lot of fans. People are always, giving out, and then they get what they've been wanting. They give out again. Some people are never happy. And I think Ollie is, there's a lot of passion there, of course, because he's a legend. I get the romance of it all, that Ollie's our manager. And I'll admit, I definitely bought into that as well. I felt, oh, I love him, oh my God, he's our manager. And I kind of maybe overlooked bad tactics, bad performances, because Ollie's a legend. I'll admit that 100%. But people then need to, what's out there, and are they going to tolerate the way the board treat them? Ollie went in and, he had his players, he had his list, and they probably told him, oh yeah, we're going to do this for you, we're going to do that, and then they didn't. And then they give him other options, and he's trying to make the best of it. He's trying to figure out who his best team is. He's trying to give Cavani as much time as possible, but then again, he's also trying to give his reliable players who he thinks might get the job done, like Martial, Rashford, he's trying to give them time too. Van de Beek is young. He needs time to get, into the Premier League. He needs to understand it and understand his teammates. And maybe, you just don't know. Like, people can say they want Van de Beek on, but you do not know how things are working at the training ground. And, people act like Ollie is clueless. He's not clueless. There is a reason he is at Manchester United. There is a reason, and it's not because he scored a Champions League goal to win us the Champions League in extra time. That's not why he's there. He is not a PE teacher, as some people say. He knows what he's doing. He just needs help, and he needs the players to step up. And a lot of the time, the players have let him down. Whether you like it or not, the players have let him down. Look at the pass that Bruno did to him. And then, of course, the goal where Demba Ba scored, because our defence all went on a toilet break, pretty much. That's not Ollie's fault. Things like that need to change. So if you're wanting to sack Ollie, you're going to have to sack a lot more than him. Sack a lot of players too. Anyway, guys, get more comments in. So, Glenn K, it's mostly at home we struggle, which is so annoying. Why are we struggling at home? And yeah, you can, always travelling away is hard, but you do not have the away fans throwing abuse at you. So there's not really an excuse in that way, and we've been really good. I think that's why, because we probably don't have their fans scaring us and intimidating us. And in Istanbul they had about 25 fans and we looked scared. I don't know what happened there. But at home we should be well winning those games. And maybe the other teams, because they don't have an intimidating fan base or opposition fan base pelting abuse at you. Maybe that's why they're Anyway, guys, a lot of likes on this video, so make sure if you thought Bruno Fernandes was just unreal, saving our ass, our saviour, drop a like on the video for Bruno Fernandes. And we'll get a few more comments. I missed a few early on, so I'll try to get up there. Okay, so Connor Lease says, as a United fan, I don't know how Bruno stayed on the pitch though. To be honest, I missed what was the yellow card. I missed that one. But there was a lot going on. That, like, Harry Maguire should have definitely had a penalty. I know he pushed Pickford, but I don't think it was a push. I think it was more to keep your balance. Definitely. He got kicked not once, twice by two players, kicked in the gut. That's a penalty. That is a penalty. I think Maguire was brilliant today. Let me know what you thought of Maguire. But yeah, everyone, I think, put in a shift. Not the best game I've ever seen, but I think Manchester United, the players, they were not leaving Goodison Park without a win. They were not. After the pure embarrassment of what happened on Wednesday night, Tuesday night in the Champions League. That was the most embarrassing game ever. We cannot let that happen again. We're winning this. We're winning it. And yeah, there was a lot of fight. I think the players were like, okay, I need to show passion here. I need to go flying in for tackles. I think maybe they must have learned something from Rafael da Silva and throwing himself into the ball. I think Fred was brilliant today. As always, I think Fred is just so good and he never gives up. He's such a small little guy, but he's scary. He's mean, do you know? And Bruno as well, yeah, possibly lucky to stay on the pitch. But some of them were too. I was on Instagram before the match. The games are just awful because if you lose, your whole weekend is ruined. And I'm just so happy. I can enjoy the weekend. I can enjoy the weekend's football because there's a lot of good games on. Dortmund play Bayern Munich. Barca are about to kick off now, possibly, against Betis, which isn't so much a good game, but still, I do like watching Barcelona. You've got City and Liverpool tomorrow, I think. So it's a weekend full of good football that we can just sit back, relax, enjoy, and know that Manchester United won. We're going into the international break on a high, per se. We're not like bossing it, but you know, we didn't lose. And Everton have been a good team, as I said. Carlo Ancelotti has not lost 3 on the bounce in 14 years. So that's something. They would have been going into this game with a must-win desire as well as us. So the fact that we came out on top is a massive plus. No matter how you feel about Ollie, no matter how you feel about not playing Van de Beek, we needed to win that. Everton needed to win that. And we came out with all 3 points. That's it. Manchester United 3. Everton 1. Bruno, shining as always. And Cavani finally gets his first goal for the club. And he's been given very little time. So we have to look at the positives and try and stay positive. Because I notice Manchester United is, for me, more than just a club I support. And if they're losing, I'm in bad form. I'm sad. So we have to keep positive. And yeah, this is going to help us. So I'm going to leave it there. If you have any more quick comments, let me know before I go. But yeah, delighted with that. Make sure you enjoy your weekend now after that win. We're going on a high just because I hope Ireland can produce some sort of miracle, but we'll see. But guys, let me know what you thought of the game in the comments. We'll keep the conversation going. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, drop a like on the video, and I'll read one more question or one more comment. It's from Arun Joseph, and he says, I'm happy that Maguire stepped up in the second half. Was a good tackle at last, which led to Cavani's goal. Huge shout out to everyone. Everyone played their best performance. And that is the perfect way to end the video. Perfectly said, Arun. I love the comment. And absolutely brilliant. So let's enjoy the weekend now. You know, stay positive. That's the most important thing. Anyway, I'll chat to you all soon. I might do another video tomorrow, but enjoy your weekend and thanks for tuning in.